Still getting things started, of course. Come on. But we are almost there, so. Alright. Okay. Let's get on here. Okay. Then I just need to. Shop. Okay. Nope. Sorry, I just opened some tabs that show me there. And hello, Super. It's nice to see you again. Yep, so I am... Hold on, let me just change my screen. Okay, basically prepared, so... I am I'm getting close to just finishing this piece today, and... Yeah, so... I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to complete it, but, should be able to post it soon. It's mostly just the small details coming in, but... Oh, and how was my Easter? It was alright. I was just, really, really tired this weekend, since I still had to work, but... I still, got to celebrate Easter, but, I just really worn out. But... basically spent the first part of Monday just kind of lying around being tired, but... Yeah, it was alright. Got to have a nice dinner, so... How was your Easter? But yeah, as I was saying... Oops, sorry. I grilled and made a nice big bonfire. I see, that's cool. Also ate many eggs. I see. Were they boiled eggs, or what kind of eggs were they? Hold on, I'm just gonna turn down this music a little bit. I remember when we still kind of celebrated Easter a little bit more. We used to have our boiled and colored eggs, and then sometimes my parents will go ahead and have a few because they liked boiled eggs, but I was never a big fan of boiled eggs, so. Yeah, boiled eggs on toast with some salt. I see. That sounds cool. Glad you got... Yeah, hopefully you got to enjoy it. So, I mean, it sounds like you probably had some fun there. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and finish this piece soon. There's still, some details that need to be dealt with, but, I am getting, very, very close to finishing this, so... Honestly, it looks almost done as is, but... I gotta think about some ambient occlusion and all that. I'm wondering if I should add some more, details to make it seem a little more chaotic. Because I realize this isn't as chaotic as I was looking for, but yeah. Honestly, I gotta do some yard chores after stream, too, so... Probably won't go on for too long. Also, I've been trying to think about the garden planning again, so... I ended up I'm probably going to take up, I'm taking up more space than I was originally planning on, since it seems to be okay for me to do that, so, I'm able to grow a lot of different veggies, so I just got these, general plan, so. Also, bought more seeds from the garden center yesterday, so looks nice, thank you. Yeah, so I bought a lot more seeds, so I'm probably going to try some different varieties of companion planting, with at least in terms of flowers. So I got Elysiums, Borage, which is a purple flower, and sorry, I got the seed packets right here, so I thought I'd mention what their name. I forgot. Struggle to pronounce this name, but Nasturtium. I got these warm colored flowers. Yeah, I'm growing those, and sorry. Also, my little broccoli, the seeds that I planted last Friday, they're starting to sprout already, so it's pretty exciting that's happening already. I was gonna joke about my seed growing method being basically tapping against the pot and shouting, "Grow, grow, damn it!" And it's that was supposed to be a joke, but it seems like it worked. So yeah, that's. But yeah, my broccoli's growing, so yippee. Hold on, I'm just gonna Okay, so right now I'm adding a little bit of yellow to the highlights here just to make them pop out a bit more, so. But yeah, I did some work, a lot of work, I think like Monday and probably after stream on Friday, so it looks like it's coming along. I think it came along a lot since last Friday. So yeah, thankfully it should be completed soon. Still don't really have the pieces afterwards planned out for this, but it might be okay. Sorry, I guess that part might be okay because I think my streaming schedule might be a little unstable for the next couple of weeks, just because it's getting close to planting season, so just not sure how the streams will be. I mean, after stream will probably be the best time of the day to actually like plant things, but I still haven't tilled out the patch, so that's going to be my main concern for this week and the next week. You know, I need to get it done before May because I need some of my meant to be planted a few weeks before the final frost date. So yeah, I heard plants grow faster if you let them listen to classical music. Yeah, I heard that too. But I just don't really feel like having my phone out there playing classical music. It's in the general like shared space that I'm growing them, not like my personal bedroom. So, but yeah, I heard about that actually. It's kind of interesting. You know, I tried having my succulents listen to classical music back in the day, but only for a couple of hours. Actually, not even that long, just like maybe an hour to 45 minutes. I'm just going to zoom out. And I'm just going to hit this area. But yeah, I know that I heard that a while back. Maybe your broccoli could become the next Beethoven. Maybe. Who knows? Did you know that plants will grow better if they're planted next to family members rather than plants they aren't related to? Like if they discover that they're next to plants that they're actually related to, they'll actually like cooperate with each other, like try to aim the leaves to kind of like help bounce light around them. Yeah, but if they're not, then they'll just try to compete like usual. So, oh, that's a nice fun fact. Yeah. Like a good while back, like maybe 4 years ago, I watched a documentary about plants, and they had some pretty interesting stuff. I guess like for a while, I didn't realize how much like chemical warfare there is with plants. Like they might try to poison, like some plants will actually like try to poison the soil for other plants. And some like plants will try to have the ability to basically smell, and they might, like there's a parasitic plant that will go after certain plant or try to go after like tomatoes or over another type of plant. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't remember what the documentary was, but I kind of just found it on YouTube. So yeah. So I'm just probably gonna be more yellow around this immediate area just because I want to bring attention more towards the eye, but shouldn't be like too much, or try not to have too much of it. Okay. Still want it to kind of match the other areas though, so I'm just gonna have this be a little bit simpler and less yellow. Probably blend it out a little bit. But yeah, so for the next while, it's just gonna be a lot of small details. At least until it feels like I'm far enough. Also probably add more like dots or decorative dots, but I might add that after I start adding like filters to the image. Because I still kind of want to have that chaotic feeling. Because this image is supposed to be called Panic. So. Pando populus is a tree that uses its roots to multiply into new trees. By doing this, it forms a whole forest, only starting with one tree. In fall, all the leaf drops at the same time. That's interesting. Yeah, I think I know a few trees that kind of like that. I know that oak trees will try to like share energy with its like saplings, and with that, they actually like use like I think like mushrooms and fungi to help like transfer energy and nutrients. So there's kind of a mutual relationship between like big trees and fungi. I discovered that with the same documentary that I mentioned before. Agave also has this root growing power. I see. Unfortunately, I forgot what agave is, but I know I heard of it, so. Yes, it's not like I'm completely oblivious to agave, but I think it's a plant that you use for scented stuff, or I could be wrong. Yeah, it just sounds like something that's been sort of domesticated. Okay. Sorry, zooming in and out to figure out how to do. Okay, let's add some more yellow to these little bits. Just a little bit of yellow. And probably won't merge this down, I realize, because it's probably going to lose its effects if I do that. Yeah, I forgot how to merge a layer down while keeping the effects on. I probably just won't affect the other layers below it at the same way. That's probably why I can't do it. Oh. It is used for tequila. I see. I'll just click the link real quick. Yeah. This kind of looks like some sort of succulent. Yeah, I knew I heard of it. I just kind of forgot what it was used for. So, thanks for showing the link. Okay, so sorry, I'm just kind of looking at my current piece. All right, just kind of making decisions. Okay, I'll lower the saturation. This is supposed to be really subtle, so I'll just rename the layer as subtle yellow. Subtle yellow. Also, I keep getting this like way over to the side. Okay. All right. Let's see what should I do next. I guess let's add a little bit to the ambient occlusion for now. Oh yeah, forgot to name this layer too. Lining. Kind of wondering if I should add more to the lining layer or not, but I'll have to see see after I develop this a bit further. So what are your plans for mermaid? Do you have an idea of what kind of merman you're going to draw? I have some vague ideas. I have a few mermanoses that I haven't been given enough attention for a long time, so I'm thinking of drawing one or both of them, or I guess two of them, I should say. I think I have more, but one of them being my character Val, who's kind of like the blue merman. He's kind of the moon cleric guy. I don't know if you've seen him. And there's also another character named Scylla, who's a swamp merman. He has like a lot of green going on. Honestly, originally I wanted Scylla to be the my VTuber character, but I couldn't really connect to him in that way. So unlike Varia, which is was specifically meant to be my Persona character, so I'll probably bring up an image of him real quick. Right. Okay. Yeah, this is Sila, so yeah, I haven't drawn him for a long time because he's hard to paint rather than just draw. Like when I do like these ombres and stuff, I tend to rely heavily on clipping mask, which doesn't really work out quite as well when I'm doing actual paintings. So I did do an actual digital painting of him a long time ago. Let me see. Yeah, this one. Let me just try to... it took a lot of whips. Yeah, I did this painting a long time ago. So. Even has my old signature. He looks nice. The green looks like your model. Yeah, so. Yeah, he was originally meant to be kind of my main model, or I guess, yeah, as I said before, my Persona character, so. But I changed my mind to a sea ghost, because I just was really attached to the idea of doing a ghost character. So yeah, okay. Anyways, let's get back to this. But yeah, let's get some of this ambient occlusion in. Okay, change this to multiply, and basically just make really dark shadows under some of the parts here. That will be my ambient occlusion. And I don't know if you saw Val or not. He's, as I said, the blue cleric guy. Okay. And I might do a merman version of my character too. So, you know, I did a merman piece for my dude like around like close to a year ago, so I was thinking of doing it again. Because, you know, mermen are nice. No, sadly, I haven't seen it before. Okay, I'll show you real quick. Need to get... let's see. Okay, how about this one? Yeah, this is its merman form. And he has his human form too, so... here. Yeah, so this is Val. He's, the moon cleric. He was kind of just gifted with the powers of the moon randomly, but every full moon he turns into a fish. Or merman, I should say. And no one is really sure why, but it's technically a secret because it's such an unusual thing. But yeah, he turns into this. Also, when he hits water, he turns into a fish too, so it's like kind of a struggle for him. So yeah. Anyways. But yeah, it's one of my other merman characters. Okay. So try to add a little more ambient occlusion with these little flowers right here. Yeah, and I think I mentioned the seed packets already. No, I'm growing more. You know, I'm trying to research companion plants and getting kind of frustrated because some of the plants have a lot of contradictory information about them. Like, some sources say to grow Elysiums with brassicas, but other sources says don't grow them with brassicas, and it's kind of, or tomatoes or whatever, and it's kind of getting on my nerves. So I decided that I'm just gonna grow Elysiums everywhere. So I'll just have it as my main border plants, and then I'm still gonna grow marigolds, but the marigolds are probably going to be a little more inward, like between some of the plants. And I haven't figured out their exact locations, but yeah. You know, I think my nasturtiums are going to go with my peppers and tomatoes, and more like towards the south right here. This is supposed upwards is supposed to be south, and downwards is supposed to be north. And these purple dots are supposed to indicate that there's supposed to be some borage on more towards the north area, because they're supposed to grow taller than the nasturtiums. He looks wonderful. He looks like a bishop a little. Yeah, so. Sorry, I'm not sure how I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it's kind of the idea. So. I guess I just like priestly, like those priestly looks in like games and anime, so I'm trying not to like reference the actual religion too much, but those design aspects. I found it very sad news yesterday about the Pope. Oh, what happened? Sorry, I don't really follow the church, so I'm not really up to date with that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I didn't hear about that. So. Yeah, that seems to suck. Like, I don't know much about him personally, but I guess I heard that he might have been a bit more open-minded about stuff, so. Yeah, that's hard to hear. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know if you're particularly religious or not. It's okay if you don't want to say so. I just. Yeah, Pope Francis was really humble. He talked about poverty a lot and he grew the church. I see. Yeah, it's unfortunate about that. He'll probably be remembered well, hopefully. Hmm. Yeah, I see. That's interesting. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so. Hmm. Sorry, I'm just not. My brain's blanking already. I see. I don't really follow religion anymore, but I used to be I think Protestant, or some sort of Protestant, so. We live in weird times and guidance is needed for the lost. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Hmm. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to step away from the too much discussion about religion. Like, I don't think it's particularly bad or anything. It's just kind of sometimes the topic can be get a little dicey though. So also, I just don't really have much to say about it. So I hope you don't mind. Yeah, totally fair. Let's put sand over the topic. All right. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm still working on some of the ambient occlusion. Just kind of try to be a little bit careful with how much I add. I don't necessarily need to drown it in dark shadows, just enough to be a bit obvious. Uh-oh. Ugh. Hold on. Sorry to VOD watch it. People watching the VOD. Oh boy. And my connection just died. Oh no. Sorry guys, yeah. Come on. I can still connect to my phone, but... Okay. Is it back? No, it's not. Oh my god. Hold on, I need to pause the music, because it's also connected to the internet. Okay, let's try to turn up my Wi-Fi on and off again. Oh my god. Yeah, it says Wi-Fi is fine on the computer, but spazzing out again. If it doesn't come on, I might have to cancel. Okay. Let's see this, another attempt. Attempting to reconnect. Come on, OBS. Come on. I'm gonna have to turn it on and off again. Okay, it's hardcore dead. Okay. Okay. I can still talk to super cool guy on the phone, so I'm just gonna let them know that about the issue. Yeah, it's me going to have to mess with the router. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go to the router and see if I can just turn it on and off again. I've been having issues with this earlier, so come on. All right, I'll be back. So, okay, just hit the BRB screen and start, yep, just smashing the router. Miss Candy. Hello, Candy. Okay. Come on. Hurry up. Work. Come on. Work. Showing the Wi-Fi symbol kind of... Nope. Okay. Just want to chuck something really badly. Ugh. See the Wi-Fi symbol moving again. Come on. Yeah, I unplugged and replugged it. I don't know. I might have to cancel the stream because I was just having these issues like half an hour ago. Having a lot of problems lately. It's just driving me insane. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so I had to wait 30 seconds for it to reconnect, or in order to plug it back in to see if it reconnects. So I'm trying to explain things while I'm... I still gotta upload the VOD, you know. Eventually, I haven't uploaded anything. True. Still working on it. Working on it. Come on. Work. Come on. Okay, try to disconnect and reconnect. Doesn't feel like it's even trying anymore. Yeah, I might have to cancel stream. Wait, is it back? Showing the symbol back. Okay, had to check the stuff. Okay, let's try it on, see if Reddit still works. Reddit's still working. Okay. Okay. Looks like OBS isn't going to try and reconnect for a while, though, so issue. No, I'm chatting on my phone. So it's going to take a little bit for OBS to reconnect. It's real quick, so hopefully. No, I'm using my phone for chat. Just mentioning on the chat. My phone for chat. Since I can still use, I can use 5G. Like laptop connection is back. But I have to wait for OBS. Wait for OBS to make another attempt. Reconnection attempt. Hopefully I can hopefully it works. Okay. Come on. I can reconnect on the other side. No, it's just saying offline. Oh, this sucks. Come on, OBS. 1 minute. Yeah, sorry to anyone who's watching the VOD. I don't. Can't believe. Okay. Looks like something on Discord just pinged, so. Yeah, looks like someone else's stream just started. No, I'm just trying to. Not sure what to talk about because the VOD is not working. Come on, OBS. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Come on. Yes! Hello. Let me try to. Okay. Let me go to my. Come on. Work, damn it. It's so unstable. Can you hear me? Or I'm yeah, so super okay. You can see me super. I'm just trying to reconnect my other stuff. Had to like okay, thank God I had that phone there. Yes, we're finally back. If it goes down like that again, I might just have to cancel the stream though, because I had this issue like an hour ago, and yeah, Wi-Fi is definitely mysterious. But yeah, I think I might just have to stop if this happens again, because this happened earlier. Like I was very, very close to just canceling the stream, but then the Wi-Fi just popped back up, so I was like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, so just a warning. I don't know, my connection, the connection in general has just been kind of shaky lately. But yeah, so don't worry. If it's not possible, I'll accept it. You tried at least. Yeah, all right. You know, hopefully the Wednesday stream will go better, you know? Or Friday. I'll think, depending. Depending on how things go. But yeah, so. Anyways. I guess we'll just get back to work then. I also need to turn the music back on. So sorry about that. Yeah, I turned it off because you know, I play my music off YouTube, so yeah. All right. This might be enough occlusion, maybe, or ambient occlusion. But I'll add a little more to this to the eye details. Okay. But yeah, so sorry about that again. Your stream schedule is normally Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? Yep. Friday and Tuesday are at 1 p.m. and Wednesday is usually at 6. Though I might consider starting a little bit earlier, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna try to start earlier tomorrow night or not. It'd give me more time to play the game though, but You know, it can never be too sure. I mean, my current work schedule, my shift ends an hour earlier than it used to, so I definitely do have, like, more time to just do what I need to do. Yeah, previously I tended to get held over a lot, too, so I usually got out at, like, 3 or 4. Also, sorry, I keep saying my own time, but, you know, but yeah, EST, so. So, yeah. You know, I heard there's like a Twitch plugin that lets, or that like shows the planned streams on, that can change it according to people's actual time zone, but I forgot what it was called, so I might have to look into that again. The only unfortunate part is that it doesn't adjust to daylight savings, so I have to remember to adjust that when that happens. But yeah, that tends to be adjusted towards Twitch. Of course, I probably need to like alter the schedule, because I keep forgetting to add I keep forgetting to add on my gaming streams now that I think about it. Though it has my art stream times on there, so yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more ambient occlusion to this, and then it'll probably be close to enough, so. Oh, and of course you made a schedule on your Twitch with the dates. Yeah, it's just the schedule is just meant to be like a Tuesday and Friday every day, so I don't really touch it too much. But yeah, I try to have something out there so people can tell what I'm doing. I'm not sure how many people actually look at it, but yeah. Though I don't really have anything. I don't have anything fancy like other people do with, like, they have a little illustration and then their stream date times. May will be a fun month. It is my birthday month. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, May sounds like a nice month to have your birthday on. I know I'm going to be busy that month with Mermaid and the gardening, so. But yeah, happy early birthday. So, do you usually do anything fun or fancy for it, or do you just tend to do low-key stuff? And also, do you have any plans outside of just general plans for May, out of curiosity? Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of checking up. Oh, looks good. Okay, so I'm just going to name this layer Ambient Occlusion. Okay, and I need to stop skewing this all the way over here. Sorry. I have a big high school exams. I do have to succeed at doing those. Oh, okay. That sounds less fun. Good luck on those. You know, hopefully they go well. Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna realize I wasn't talking right then. Was just adjusting some details. Okay. So probably should just try to. Oops, dang it. Okay, just kind of wondering what to do next. Maybe I start adding more effects, maybe. Or I could do an actual proper highlight layer. Just zooming out real quick. No, I think I'm gonna start doing some more lighting. Or I guess try to make the lighting a bit stronger. So. And then after that, I'll try to slip in some highlights to the more important details and then probably add more to the lighting, or lining, I should say. And after that, I start adding the proper, or like, general effects, like the chromatic aberration and blur and all that. So, see about making things a little more chaotic. Because as you can see, there's already like a bunch of stuff kind of, or the general highlights are marked out already, but it wouldn't hurt to lighten things up a bit, so just gonna mess with the add glow. Not sure if add glow is the right thing to use here, but add glow is like a really strong effect. Yeah, I can see how strong it is, but maybe just switch back to overlay. See how... Oh yeah, it's got something in effect. Of course, I think I want to be a more yellow, I think, so, oops. Yeah, so this is what overlay does, but I'm gonna erase some of it and just kind of, you know, just kind of lighten up some areas a bit. Just kind of make their colors look a little bit stronger, I think. To make it a little more, to make it a little crazier, I think, so. Okay, and then maybe add some more blue for these. Okay. But yeah, we're getting to the... Definitely getting to the final touches, I think. So... Maybe add some more blue light. Okay. Sorry. Maybe a bit of glow does add more chaos, yet harmony. Maybe. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy with the glow, because, you know, honestly, it's so... I used to go pretty nuts with the glow effect, because I just like the look of it, but sometimes it gets a little too loud, so I have to be careful with that. It's more of a personal thing, though. Maybe add a little bit. No. Okay, I'm probably going to tone down what's right here. Maybe I can mess with the blue instead. Just seeing what I can do. Okay, and maybe add some yellow to these, this bit. But yeah, I'm probably just bringing out some of the colors, to be honest. Okay. Alright. Oops. Okay. Sorry, but there was a bit of loading right there, so... You know the feeling when you open your phone at 3 a.m. after hours of sleep? That feeling of light and glow is the best. I see. I don't know about, I don't think I really get that sensation, though. I think I get kind of... I think it kind of hurts my eyes a little bit when I do that. So... But yeah, I don't think I necessarily have that same experience with glowing. I just like how warm it makes everything feel, or I guess lively. I tend to use add glow for like for secondary light sources too. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to add a secondary source to the light source to this image. So I definitely added, or usually like room lights too. But yeah, I'm not gonna try and do that today, because I know I tend to take it a little too far. Stop. Okay, I'm just gonna add some, a little bit of blue around to these sections. I'm gonna tone down this a bit, just right here. Okay. Yeah, I erased a little bit of what's in the hard shadows, so... Alright. Just taking a moment to look. This could be a great wallpaper for a star-themed layout. Maybe. Not sure. I guess the flowers look a little bit like stars. Okay. Let's zoom out. Probably just lower the opacity a little bit. Okay. Okay, so light 2, I'll just name that. Then we can get to the highlights. So, of course I already, or at least just bringing out the highlights that are already there, so. Something like this specific highlight right here. Okay, maybe not. Add glow. This will be the actual add glow layer, so. Yeah. Just make things look a little bit more glowy, I guess. And I will try to bring out these lines right here, or the end of the nose, I should say, because that's usually hit by highlight. And just kind of be a little bit subtle with it, so. All right. Just being careful. Sorry, I'm getting quiet. This just takes a little more brain power than other stuff usually does. So zoom out. Okay, hit these areas. I'm gonna make this a little more yellow. Just kind of put more yellow around this part. All right, getting there. All right, okay. Oops. Add some to this eyelid right here. Okay. Okay, so just add a teeny bit to these marigolds. So right here, just because I feel like it. Kind of bring them out a bit. Zoom out. Add a little bit to this area. Sorry, I'm getting there. Just adding a bunch more yellow. Okay. This could be sorry, Alright. Yeah, you already said that. Okay. Just gonna start, gonna get this watery brush, which comes with the program, and I'm just gonna, sometimes I like using this for hard highlights. So, okay. I'm just gonna sharpen some of these. All right. Okay. Okay, I'm probably gonna tone down this one right here though. So I'm just gonna get the kneaded eraser brush, which can have a lower opacity, and I'll just erase part of it. So he has no teeth, or is that the tongue? Oh, this? Yeah, right here is supposed to be the teeth. I just don't add a lot of detail to teeth because I feel like it kind of looks can be a little distracting, especially if you're not really good at teeth, which I'm not, so. Yeah, I don't really add detail to the teeth, but the sort of white thing here is supposed to be teeth, so it's just implied. Okay, looking between probably gonna need to tone down these highlight layer. It's a little too strong right now. Maybe I can get the kneaded eraser again and just kind of tone it down a bit. Yeah, I'm just looking between the OBS screen and the just general screen, or the color. Basically, colors look a lot more saturated, or in general on my tablet screen as opposed to the laptop screen, so I have to look between them sometimes. So no dental school for me. Nope. Absolutely not. Honestly, I'm very squeamish about like medical stuff, so sorry, that coffee almost went down the wrong tube. But yeah, I'm not someone who really likes, sorry, oh my god, likes medical stuff, so definitely no, but definitely no dental school. And that's the, I'm just gonna add a little bit of highlights to these, or make these look a little bit brighter. Yeah, probably should be okay if I'm, as long as I'm subtle. Okay. Wondering if I should add more to this vignette. Yeah, I'd made a vignette layer the other day, so let's just keep it at 20. Okay, so I'm just kind of flipping things around. Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of thinking things through. Have it on the very top layer. I'll add an effect, or have another overlay layer, and I'll just kind of let's pull out the palette. Just take these, take some of my other colors. Palette. Sorry, I'm just kind of. All right, so I'm just gonna add some dots right here, and I'll just have them have the opacity lowered a lot, so they're not too noticeable. But just kind of add more visual chaos, I guess. Have a really blue one. Sorry, just kind of maybe some cyan, because there's a little bit of cyan around here. This piece looks like a little bit Eastery, funnily enough. You can just make some more, some of that pink, and then probably just lower the opacity so it feels noticeable. All right, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so I'll just name this effects. Okay, and we're almost there. So I think I'm just gonna start applying some of the fancy, start playing the general effects. So I'm gonna make a copy of the base layer just so it doesn't change when I put it in a group. So I'll just make a group for my folder. So image. Sorry, I don't have a ton that's interesting to say right now. I'm just kind of getting things done. All right. So squish this down. Then it's time to control and copy and paste. Hope the computer doesn't explode. All right, and I will merge the selected layers. Then Control C, V, V. Okay. So let's. Okay, you could use from Freddie Mercury. I don't know about that. Okay. But yeah, I don't add detail to the teeth, so. Okay, let's blur this out. Is it just loading, or make it stronger maybe? I can't tell if it's actually working or not right now. You can't really see the pop-up. I'm just kind of max it out. Okay, so this isn't really maxed out, but why doesn't it look like it's... Oh, it just dawned on me why it's not changing. It's because the layer above it wasn't... I didn't turn or hide the layer above it, so you can't see it change. But yeah, let's try that again. So I have a little pop-up that asks me how strong I want this. Okay, so maybe a little bit too strong, but how about this? Where lowered it a little bit. Maybe. Okay. You know what? I'll just press OK for now. And I'll lower the opacity. So there's still some sharpness, but yeah, it's a little bit blurrier. So yeah, it makes it look a little bit softer. And I'm probably gonna erase the blur around the eye right here, so it just stays a bit stronger. And just keep some parts a little bit sharper, so. Or erase a few more parts just so it stands out a bit more. Oops. From meant some. I wrote just blind. It was meant to be a joke. I see. Yes. Sorry, I'm just kind of getting into focus mode. So, okay, let's... Okay, effects, chromatic aberration. Let's move the little center icon to the eye right here. Okay. Just gonna strengthen it a bit. Okay, so then lower the opacity again. Okay. But yeah, just kinda a little bit in a hyper focus mode, so. Alright, let's just start adding some, let's flip this, and I'm gonna start adding a few more artistic dots, I guess you could call them. But yeah, sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you, I'm just kinda trying to get this done. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I was about to say something, but I already mentioned it about the broccoli sprouts. Or beginning to sprout, I should say. But yeah, I was kind of excited to see them there, so. See my little seedlings grow. Okay. Just gonna take this color right here. It's loading. Always a little nervous when it loads like that. Just get kind of worried that it's going to try to shut down or something. Alright. Okay, so just getting there. Almost there. Okay, let's flip it back around. Okay, it's starting to look a little more chaotic. Will it be possible that sometimes you post some progress of your farm on Blue Sky? I like plants. Yeah, I'm planning on it, actually. There's just nothing really to post right now, because as you guys, it's just mostly seedlings and, you know, grass right now. But yeah, I'll try to post some stuff. You know, hopefully when things start to really grow, that's when I can start showing it off. Yeah, I usually like to show my stuff, my work off, I guess, including including stuff that isn't, you know, just artwork. But yeah, so I'm just gonna start moving I'm gonna move this dot around, just okay. And I'm just gonna try something real quick. So, dots 2. Just another effect. Just use some the spray, and then just kind of see what I can do with it. So I'm gonna make it cyan real quick, and then just add maybe multiply. See how that looks real quick. Maybe not multiply, but overlay. Overlay's kind of fun. Thought maybe I could add some lighter color dots. And I'll just lower the opacity, so it's not too much. I tend to add a lot of dots to my work. No, I'm thinking about adding a few other shapes. Not to this piece, but... Or trying to adjust my shapes, I guess. You know, eventually, but... Alright, so lower the opacity. I don't want this dot right there. Okay. Okay. Alright. Getting there, getting there. You know, this might be it, actually. Hold on. I need a... Okay, I just need to make everything a clipping mask real quick. Because I'm going to... Wait. Oh. Hold on. What's going on? Okay. Oh, I think I need to merge this down, actually. Hold on. Yeah, I need to merge this with this, so... Alright. And just keep merging and merging and Okay. I wish there was Squidtober. Squids are cute animals. They're kind of cute, I guess. I think I'm a little more of an octopus fan, but yeah, I could see what you mean. Kind of squishy, I guess. Of course, there's like a lot of things that happen during October, so maybe you know, I don't think there's a lot of stuff that happens during August. Maybe Squid. Yeah, starting to see why nothing happens during August now. Trying to make up a fun name, and it's just like, oh god. Squidgust. Squidgust. Octogust. Molluscust. Hold on. Just dawned on me that I don't like these dots right here. Okay. Sorry, being nitpicky at the very end. Alright, so... Right now I'm trying to make the canvas bigger, by the way. Just... Because I usually try to have a little border, so... Let's change this to pixels. And I will add... Let's see. Okay, let's... 100 maybe? Okay, let's make it a bit thicker, like 200. So, add 200 to this side, 200 to this side, and okay. And now I have my border, or should have my border. There it is, okay. Yeah, it just takes a little bit of time to get it to work. October. But do you like it? Or, because Octo is and also the name of octopuses. Yeah, it's clever. Yeah, I didn't realize that. But yeah, that would be true. But yeah, October would be kind of funny. Or October. Sorry, I'm being quiet again. Just kind of try to get better about talking, but just kind of getting these little flowers in. Yeah, I like to have this gradient effect, by the way. I think you saw me do this before, but just add effects with the gradients to help make the image feel like it's spreading out. But yeah, it's a pretty clever name. Okay. I'm just kind of spreading these details out. Try just using the eyedropper and just kind of winking the colors. So since it's so detailed, it's going to take a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't expect to get this done. Didn't expect to actually finish this today, so. What time is it? Looks like we're only an hour in, so I might do a little bit of work on my other image, maybe. I don't know. I gotta do lining for that one, so. That or yap about the garden again, so. But yeah, so. I mean, I can't really have this stream going on for too long, unfortunately, just because I've been put to doing outdoor chores today, so basically have to rake up some leftover leaves from leftover leaves from last year because they're still all over the place. Actually, I don't really see that many out there, but, you know, I still have to do it, so. Probably have to text my mother again to see what I actually have to do, because I forgot. Alright, if you have things to do, you should take your time. I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna do them right now, just kinda. Because I figure I start doing them when my brother comes back, because I think my mom texted him about what we're supposed to do, so I'll just ask him that. I still also need to figure out getting the tiller over to here, because I managed to get it offered to me by my grandma, but I need to, or like just to borrow it. But we need to get it like driven over, which is the thing that I'm kind of worried about. So, sorry, I keep like dragging this back to the garden. But you could use your brother as a helper. Yep. Yeah. It's basically just raking up some leftover leaves and sticks and probably just like burning it. So. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm being put to do, is just, you know, apparently, leaves can actually make a good, like, compost, but I'm not sure what to do with them. I guess, like, I can just chuck some of them in the forest and then come back for them later. I don't know, I'm also considering, like, getting mulch too, but we'll have to see. Okay. Thinking with, oops, almost missed this little section right here. You know, there's actually a service out there about like trying to find people who end up with a bunch of wood chips. Like you can get free wood chips from people, but apparently sometimes they'll just like dump it somewhere in your yard, and I think if I tried that and got like a crap ton of wood chips dumped into the yard, I think my parents would kill me, so I'm a little wary about using that kind of service. Okay. Alright, maybe a little bit lower. Okay, getting there. Ugh. Yeah. But yeah, he's getting set to work too. Okay. Now let me just get the logo. I'm gonna save this real quick just in case, because the file's getting kind of big. So let me just look for my logo real quick. Of course, it's not really a logo, it's just my name, but... okay. Yep. Shush. Control C. Control V. Alright. Figure out where to put this thing. I'll just stick it down here. Like the normal place to put this kind of stuff. I'm gonna shrink it a little bit though. Okay. Wonder what color should make it. Maybe this, it's probably just this blue. So. Oh, hello, Starry. Nice to see you. I'm actually almost finishing up this piece. I might, work on my other art piece after this. I might need to take a quick restroom break too, by the way, so... I shouldn't be gone that long, but yeah. So, just a warning. You know, I just drink a cup of coffee, so that usually does that. Just gotta... switch this to overlay, maybe? Sorry, I'm just kind of... But yeah, I'm trying to figure out the signature real quick, so... Alright. Sorry, it's just kind of... okay, let's just... Okay, let's lower the saturation a bit more. Never really sure where to put this thing, but... You know, I gotta put it somewhere. Sorry. Turned out really gorgeous. Oh. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat. Glad to hear Easter was good. Visited family, had a lot of cake. That's good to hear. I'm glad you got to have some fun. Oh, is the piece done? Yeah, it's actually... It turned out really gorgeous. Thank you. It's getting... Yeah, it's basically done. I'm just trying to figure out the signature. How about I actually move this up here? Let's see. What if I turn this sideways? No. Show it over in the focal point? Nope. Okay. Maybe over here, actually. I'm gonna raise this saturation real quick, or I guess the opacity, I should say, and we're just gonna take more off this so it takes less space up. I didn't really want it putting it there because it's messing with the composition a little too much. Okay, and maybe I can make this a pink color instead, or... Hold on. Oops, come on. Sorry, but yeah, I don't know if I asked you yet. How's your day going? I know... mine's been going okay so far, but mostly been, had some, struggles with the internet earlier, but... So, just a fair warning, because it's been kind of unstable lately. Okay, multiply. Sorry, my Discord just went off. For my own Easter, since Starry probably doesn't know, I just kind of, we had a fancy dinner. Oops, oh my god. Okay. Okay. Wonder what's going on with the phone. I'm just checking real quick. Oops, need to turn Wi-Fi back on. Getting yelled at by the phone. Okay. Let's lower this. Yeah, sorry it takes so long on this. No. Sorry it takes so long on the signature. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, this isn't a really great spot. Nope, nope, nope. Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong layer too. Maybe I can make this like white. Just kind of, and instead of multiply, I can have it back at overlay and just, okay. Yeah, not right there though. Ooh, fancy. Reminds me that I should probably eat soon. Yeah, that's fair. I actually managed to have a lot to eat this morning, so thankfully I'm doing pretty okay. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm just kind of... How about I, like, squish this down a bit? Or... Okay. Yeah, just make it smaller. And then I can, like, hire... Have this as that glow. No, it's very strong. Yeah, it's obviously the most exciting thing to pop into. Okay. How about I move this down here? That's too close for a... You know what? This might be okay. Okay, Nita. Yeah, sorry, this is like very not fun to look at. You know, if it's gonna be over here, I may as well just cut there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how other people to handle signatures. Of course, other people usually use them as a watermark, so. Alright, I think I'm finished this one, so. Yay! I'll go cook while I lurk. Have fun drawing and maybe see you in a bit. Alright, hopefully we can see each other again. I'm probably gonna start doing some work on my other painting that I've been doing. I'll probably have to change the stream title too, but yeah, so. But yeah, I think I'm done with this, so. I'll probably wait to turn it into a PNG after the stream, because sometimes that can be taxing on Clip Studio, so. Just gonna go ahead and open up the other piece. Probably try to add some lining to this one. But yeah, I've been working on this off stream, just during my break, I think. But yeah. Oh, sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break after this, or I think about now, so, you know, BRB, okay. Let's just get to the BRB screen, and, wow, so cute. Thank you. Alright, I'll be right back real quick, so. And I'll have to turn on my dock, or stream it full real quick, just to remind myself. All right, I'm back. I just need to change my stream title real quick. So, uh, basically, since I'm not working on the other piece real quick anymore, so okay, working on reunion. So I'll just write working. Oops, on reunion for a bit. But yeah, so probably just for like another half hour, I think. You know, I'm probably gonna do some lining for this, or just work on the character lining. So, okay, update that. Just turn that dock off, and I'll turn this back on. And I'm just gonna check on something real quick, by the way. All right. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking up on some things. So, and I'll get back to work soon. Okay. So, oops. I'm just gonna skip to the other playlist real quick. Just because I'm... I think the only reason I haven't really gotten rid of that one is just that I can't seem to find more copyright-free music. That's kind of my vibe. All right, okay, back here. Sorry about the wait, everyone. I like the church in the background. Thank you. Yeah, this is it's actually kind of vaguely Bloodborne. It's definitely a little more gothic fantasy inspired, even though it's supposed to be kind of a warm moment. I know it sounds a little crazy, but okay, what the heck is disappearing? Sorry, I just kind of... Oh, yeah. So a secondary light source, that's what that is. So I'll just name that candle. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start hitting the stuff with the lining. Sorry, get this stylus out of my mouth. It reminds me of a daughter begging a dad to stay. I see. Yeah, these are actually supposed to be siblings, so just to be clear, it's like an older brother and a little sister, so just thought I'd say that so people know the relationship here. And taking out the backlighting here should be brighter. I'm just testing out what to just trying to come up with what the color should be for the lining. In the inner part, I want it to be a cyan, so sorry, I'm just trying to pick things through. But yeah, looking for this to be quite a bit brighter. So real quick. Oh, it's too late. I just put this on Add Glow, by the way, so I guess it's gonna look like room lighting out here, but oh, it does have great detail. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to, when I did this, I was sort of like experimenting with another method. Or, God dang it! Stop it! Sorry, hit another artwork tab. So okay, make this later actually. Okay. All right. I was actually messing with another method of starting an image, so where I kind of not sure how to describe it, but just kind of, or it's mostly just like black areas and lighter areas, and the dark areas are meant to be obscured. So, like you see with the face and the hat. So, of course, I still added some detail, but yeah, trying to make establish clear, or make the, sorry, my god. Light and shadow more clear. Air. There was just air right then. Okay. But I guess the light stuff here is probably just glow lighting, I should name it. But yeah, I'm just kind of technically aligning, but looks more like room lighting, so. But yeah, sorry I haven't been talking much about Easter. I just kind of... It was just mostly working for me, like a crazy work weekend for me. As I mentioned before, I was just like super worn out. Very, very sore. And one of my left leg was very, very, very sore, so. But honestly, Monday was a bit more fun for me. I did a little bit of shopping, so. I had to get like more groceries, of course, but I also went to the garden center and got those seats, as I mentioned before. And along with that, I also bought some, or I didn't buy it, but I went to the library and got some graphic novels. One of them being Hellboy, and the other is Gargoyles, which is a old cartoon from an old like Disney cartoon from like the early 2000s or the 90s, I should say. I mean, I remember it playing on I remember it being broadcasted, so I know it's from they were like playing it during the early 2000s. I can't remember anything from the 90s, but the 2000s I can remember, so. You know, I was born in 98, so yeah. I can't remember much about the cartoon of much about the actual plot of Gargoyles, though, because I was so young. Okay. And I know a lot of people remember it fondly. Actually, the librarian who I was checking out from, she actually asked me if I knew what the cartoon was. Apparently, it was her favorite cartoon back in the day, so it's kind of interesting. '98 is a pretty long ago. Yeah. Okay, you didn't. Okay, you don't need to call me old. I mean, I know I'm a ghost, but still. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of lighting, but her outline is supposed to be a bit darker, actually, so. Okay. Okay. Alright, sorry, I realized I was being quiet. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting this long coat. I struggle with the long line or big shapes like this, so it just kind of hurt. You know, when you like paint on a canvas, it's actually supposed to be this is the method you're supposed to use for making lines, because the canvas will like push back, and a straight line will inevitably bend. Inevitably. Yeah. That means you had your birthday already this year, right? No, my birthday's in July, so. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, so July 5th is my birthday, so. Around Independence Day, so I get fireworks in the night. You know, I can pretend that they're for me, even though they're not. Okay. I'm just bringing out some of these areas. All right. Oops, got dates mixed up. July 5th is pretty warm. Is a pretty warm time. Lucky you. Sorry. I guess that's true. I'm actually I'm a little more of a cool weather person, admittedly, but July 5th isn't that bad of a time, especially when I was like still in grade school, because I don't know how it is in the Netherlands, but we do get like a pretty big summer break. So my birthday was pretty safe from school time. Though I was a little bit jealous of other kids because during like usually for kids' birthdays in elementary school, they usually got to bring in cupcakes for everyone. But since I had a summer birthday, sometimes I wasn't able to bring in cupcakes. Though I usually did it for my half birthday instead. But yeah, 6 weeks. I think it used to be longer, actually. Like halfway through July or June to September or early September, we didn't have school. Though I think a lot of schools have turned to year-round time. Like I think the district I went to had turned to year-round right after I left. So, but yeah, we used to have really long summer vacations, and then other breaks were a bit shorter, I think. So, of course, I don't actually know how it is these days, because, as I said before, I've been out for a while, so, I've been free for years. Been free, damn it. Sorry. Okay. Oh, sorry, it was 6 weeks for Netherlands. That's sorry, I think I got that mixed up. Probably meant yourself, didn't you? Yeah, so sorry, I think I mixed that up. Yeah, we got 6 weeks. Heck, okay. Yeah, it's definitely a bit shorter. Yeah, sorry about that. But I assume you get like other breaks for longer though, because back here other breaks would usually be like a week or 2 weeks long. Usually for winter and spring. And then maybe there's a few holiday breaks here and there, but yeah. I think the reason for summer breaks being so long is that back in the day, people had to kids still had to help their families get or do farming, so that's probably why summer vacations are so long here. Of course, that's not really the norm though nowadays, but yeah, that's what I've been told anyway. So I could be wrong. Back in my day. Yeah. I'm just gonna bring this out a bit. Kind of wonder how much lining this exact area needs, just because kind of already glowing. I'll run this. I don't normally work with glowing characters or glowing line art, so it's a little different for me. Okay. Same back in my day, really. Hey, you little brat. Man, it feels weird being like the older one. I don't know, I used to hang out with like older people when I was younger, so. Because I used to be online a lot, so. It wasn't always the safest thing, but I didn't really face any real harm or anything, so. But yeah, I used to be like the youngest around everyone, but basically the sole Zoomer around a bunch of millennials, so. I know not everyone cares that much about the age gaps, but yeah. In your days, you still rode horses to school. Yeah. Back in my day, we had to write with notebooks. You know, they tried like using technology here and there in school, actually, with like tablets and stuff, because they were trying to move that into that direction. But I remember like kind of hating the tablets because they didn't work very well. Like it took ages to just log in and stuff, and basically just waste a ton of time. So yeah, I was definitely on the verge of things like changing before I left. Okay. Back in my day, I had to walk uphill both ways from school. I do like notebooks, always doodling figures in them when I was younger. I had a classmate who used a black marker to paint all his biology books black. Oh wow. Like his textbooks, or is just his notebooks? Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work, actually. You know, either notebooks or textbooks, but yeah, it's probably a notebook. You'd probably get in a lot of trouble if that happened. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I'm just gonna change it back this way. Yeah, he was pretty chill all his pages. Oh, wow. It wasn't perfectly blackout, but it was chaotic and artistic. Ah, I see. But yeah, that sounds like a lot of work. I'd probably get in a lot of trouble if it was a textbook, but... Yeah, admittedly, I can't remember a lot of what we did in high school, to be honest, because it's just kind of a big blur to me. I used to, like, have a pretty horrific sleep schedule back then. Like, I'd probably, like, sleep 3 hours after I get home from school, then wake up, and then not sleep again until, like, 3 a.m., in which I had to wake up at, like, around 6 something, so, like, 3 hours and then 3 hours later. I also used to do like a lot of RP online, and a lot of the people who I RP'd with, or people who would like run the groups, they were from the West Coast, so it would be like a 3-hour gap between their time and our time, and things were usually adjusted for like people who are in like towards the West Coast. So yeah, I had to live at a schedule that was for people who you know, functioned 3 hours later than I did. Nah, it was like, sorry, oh my god. Nah, it was those paper books where you may put answers in and it contained theory. I see. Like, are you saying that for, like, those were your textbooks, or are you just saying that that's what you feel? Yeah. Or is what he filled in? Yeah, I don't think we had answer books, but we had we did, like, sometimes get packets that were printed out for us. All right. Sorry, I'm just kind of a little bit distracted again. Yeah, those are our textbooks. I see. Yeah, we had in school we had like those really big textbooks. They kind of had to carry around in our backpacks because unless you were able to stop by your locker, but yeah, some years I just didn't have time to stop at the locker because there's just no feasible way I could get there in time. Like there was one year like each class would be like on the opposite side of school. Like I had a class on one side of the school and then I had to walk all the way to the opposite side and then back to the other side, and then it was very frustrating. But yeah, most of them at least we don't dare to use market on special papered textbooks. They had a smooth plastic layer and were pretty respected. Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I guess the other ones weren't a big deal then. Sorry, I'm just gonna getting there. Oops. All right. So, sorry, I'm just getting these little bits in. And then just kind of then do the hair around here. Okay. Probably just do this little hair right here real quick and probably start lining the girl. Oops. Keep hitting the wrong thing. Just gonna stretch real quick. Oh my god. Ugh. Do little arm circles. Okay. Sorry. Just need to stretch that then. Okay, so I'm gonna name this glow lining. So, glow lining. Then I will do this line, other lining. Alright, I just name it lining, but actually I named it ling on accident. Oh well. Okay, and I'm gonna use a more sort of a purpley color for this lining. Yeah, she's gonna get more like this purpley lining because less glowy. So yeah, sorry, I'm being quiet again. Just kind of focusing on the work here. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that I'm able to get as far with the stuff as I did. I mean, I know that like maybe I guess like a week or two is still a bit of time, but you know, as someone who's like very slow, especially lately, it's kind of I feel like I'm making good time on paintings. So I think I'll have to try and use this method again. Of course, I started this image when I was on my like, little break, so just get better about like painting off stream now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm getting better with like my energy levels because I believe because I was just very tired for a while. But yeah. So, yeah, sorry again about being quiet. Ah. I'm just giving her this very purpley color. Just gonna... Also not sure how much more detail I'll add to this, but you know, it's probably going to finish it off stream. This wasn't really intended to be drawn on stream, because, you know, considering I haven't streamed this piece yet, but, you know, finish the other one. So, I'm probably going to finish this soon. Also, I'm probably not going to come up with anything quite yet until, like, or probably won't have any solid ideas until, like, May, or maybe not that long, but, you know, I'm still going to plan out my other artwork, so if I'm streaming next Friday, because I might be tilling the field, but, or I guess not the entire field, but tilling out the garden, or, you know, potentially, but, sorry, I'm just can't speak. If I'm not tilling the field on next Friday, I'm going to go ahead. I'm probably going to do a flower study, because I've been meaning to do one of those for a while, but, you know, I never got around to it, because I'm slow, so. Basically, like, paint one of those flowers that I been taking photos of. Okay, I'm just gonna yoink one of these bluer colors real quick. Okay, no, make it a little more purpley. Probably mix these two colors. Okay. All right. Also, I'm probably going to end the stream pretty soon, just to prepare for the other stuff and all that. Also, I think I ran out of things to say. Just kind of... Not much outside of work happened this last weekend, so... That's that, and just me planning out the field and all that. And I think I said earlier that I finally just kind of redid the layout. And I think with the new size, I'm probably just going to have a lot more space than I realized. So, I mean, I'll see how much they'll help, but it's possible that I might be able to add something else to my garden plans, like another veggie. You know, I'm considering giving carrots another chance or something, but who knows. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I feel like I haven't been doing great this stream. Maybe outside of actually getting things done, but, you know, just haven't been good about chatting, so. Oops. Okay. Okay, I know that this part I definitely want to be purple, so. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to... Just get this back marked out. See how it looks in the... About the same color, so I might need to adjust that one. Stream is very fun and cozy, like a warm cup of tea. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Just sometimes I feel like I'm pretty boring. So, You know, I'm glad someone likes it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to think about what I'm gonna do next Friday if I'm here. Just kind of, you know, I'm probably going to be here, but you know, just as I said before, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get that tiller over here. I'm gonna have to find out. You know, if it, at least get it tilled this Monday, that's going to be my main goal, actually, but... And then I'm going to be able to, you know, gotta get a bunch of nice dirt, and then... Oh. Okay, sorry, just kind of got a little jump scared by the spam bot. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you didn't see it, but the sorry bot got another. Got something. Okay, let's just get the sleeve. All right. Okay. Okay, I think this is a okay time to end the stream now, because you know, I've got to do other stuff and all that. But you know, thank you for everyone who came today, and just let me look for someone to raid real quick. No, sorry, I couldn't do you know, hopefully you like seeing me finish that other piece. But yeah, so I'm gonna just hunt down my... Oh, and have fun. All right, have my spring break too. 2 weeks left. Oh, that's good to hear. And have fun at your farm. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, let's... Wondering if I should do someone similar, or... I think I'm gonna do Naomi. Either Naomi or Paulette. It's probably today. But yeah, seem like a safe choices. I'm just gonna... Sorry, it's taken so long to me to just find the raid target. I'm gonna see what they're doing off the following tab real quick. Okay. Yeah, I might do Naomi. So, you know, seems like a nice person, but yeah. So I don't know if they're actually doing art though. There seems like they're doing just chatting right now, but yeah. Looks like they're looking at some art things, so. Control V, oops. Flash raid. But yeah, I hope you all have a good day today, and just a reminder about the Tuesday, Wednesday, and well, Tuesday and Friday are my art days, and they're usually at 1 p.m. EST. And then also Wednesday is my Gamer Ghost night, and it'll probably be at 5:30 or 6. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, everyone, and you know, see ya.